What is up? What is up? What is up? What is going on, everybody out there? It's your girl, Spiritually Misted Mind, back with you again for the one time. It is about to be Aquarius season. I don't know if y'all ready, but I'm looking forward to it. You know, I am also Aquarius sun. Could be cuss Pisces, but I'm a claim all the aqua because that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I want to bid you a happy new year, a happy new decade, a happy new way of being. You know, um, yeah, we want to get into your reading. This reading right here is going to be your mid month for January, but it's also going to give you a taste of what your forecast is going to be for 2020. We're going to talk about what you need to work on, what you're healing, what you need to surrender, and then we're going to get into some tarot. Uh oh. Here we go, Aquarius. So, um, this is what we're healing. Victim consciousness. So number 12. Hmm. Wow. Look at her. Ain't she something? Victim consciousness. So 12 breaks down to 3, which is about creativity. Hmm. I'm getting something about being careful about what you are creating. Ooh. Healing. So you're healing this victim consciousness, or this is what you've already done. Um, and entrapment. Wow. Okay. Yeah, so they're not giving us no fluff today. They want us to go deep within. I'm hoping y'all can see the whole card. I don't know if I need to scoot this back. My bad, watch me. Excuse my big old finger. Alright. Yeah. I think that's a little bit better. Hopefully, work with us. Ooh. Wow. Alright. So what I'm getting is just a lot of past energy. I'm getting a whole lot of past energy, but I'm getting that you've worked through that, but you're conscious of these things being out there. You're conscious of sometimes getting into this victim consciousness where you feel like the world is all against you. And maybe you're concentrating on the negative and not concentrating on the darkness and not seeing some of the beauty there within. Because this is a gorgeous woman, you know what I'm saying? She's a gorgeous being. Um, she's clearly got a dark side. And I think that um, this might be how you've been looking at life, or you know that as human beings, we sometimes have this tendency to look at the negative around us so much that we don't see the beauty, you know what I'm saying, or see the positive um, things that we have around us. Um, Also, we got entrapment here as a 34 breaking down to a 7. So 7 talks about like going through hard times or getting some type of triumph through obstacles. And so maybe this has been a part of your story, is that you were kind of just being nice, just being you, and you know, just kept on finding yourself in these situations with other people or things, or circumstances that um, made you feel trapped, made you feel helpless or useless, or like you were not in control of your own life or your own being. Um, and what I'm getting is that this is what you're breaking away from. You're breaking away from this victim consciousness of that, like you have to do everything on your own, that there's nobody out there to help you, that the people that come around to help you are only there to ensnare you in some kind of trap, um, or they only want to use you for your body, or they want to, they're only around to get what they can get. They're not there for your pleasure. They're there for their own, like wicked desires. Um, it's a lot of this kind of sexual energy going on here. Um, so some of you guys may have been dealing with healing from sexual trauma, or healing from um, this type of self perception, of people only wanting one thing from you, or um, maybe not feeling secure about your whole being at some point in time. So, yeah, you're getting away from that. Like, this mentality of just having to lay there and take it. It's kind of doom and gloom um, perception. Realizing that you're not a victim, that the things that happen to you are not you, that you're not trapped in uh, some murky circumstances, uh, just taking whatever is doled out to you. Um, and you're definitely like breaking away from people, situations, and things like that, because we have at the bottom of the deck, we have hole in the soul, which is a 9. I think Capricorn got this too. So, um, breaking away from relationships, bonds, that left you feeling drained, left you feeling like there was a void, um, left you feeling insecure, or like you always had to, look over your shoulder, like you had to sleep with one eye open, because maybe you were sleeping with the enemy, especially with these two cards here, the hole in the soul and that entrapment. I'm trying to get this whole thing in there, and it does not want to. Hold on. Excuse me. I'm just trying to scoot this back just a little bit. Alright. Is that any better? I don't know. I'm calling so scooting the back so you can see it all. What up? Alright, hopefully it don't fall. Okay. But yeah, so, but definitely, like, trying to get this monkey off your back. Um, just dealing with people who were tearing you down, dealing with situations that were tearing you down, and also habits, because it's somewhere, you can't be a victim if you are lying there, you know. You know, not every time that this situation went down, or whatever, these situations went down, were you completely oblivious to the nature of these people. So maybe that's also something that you're working on is, you know, being able to stand on your own and trust your own judgment. Um, Being able to see what's the difference between light and dark, and who means you well and who doesn't. Um, and you're also to this point with this 36 breaking down to a 9, closing the cycle of, you know, spending your energy on time on things and stuff that does not have meaning for you. Um, you know, things that do not bring life and vitality to you. You know, things that are draining and so forth, like that. But there's a whole lot of, excuse me, there is a whole lot of sexual energy there, you know. Um, but I'm definitely getting that you're at this point where you see the fierceness in you too. Um, and that you are not afraid of your dark side. You kind of dealt with your skeletons, and you're not going to let anybody hold whatever your past um over your head. Oh goodness. Oh well. Um yeah. I'm telling you that you can't go forward into your future because you've done this or you've done that, or you come from here, or your parents were this, or you dated such and such. Oh, you don't have this kind of background. You didn't go to this school. You don't have this degree, or you're not from this pedigree. Whatever it is, it's like you are just not taking this baggage with you into your future for 2020. Um, and like this might be something that you're really dealing with um, now in January of this year, especially with the planets in the alignment that they are, with Pluto being the planet of like destruction and rebirth in the underbelly, you know. So I'm definitely getting that a kind of death of the old self. Oh wow, because you've discovered your life purpose. That's the 29. You either discovered it already or you are in the process of discovering your life purpose. And you're starting to surround yourself with people who are also living in their purpose. Instead of building bonds uh, from hurt and pain, you're building bonds from love and purpose. And, you know, that's beautiful, that's so wonderful. So you're going from this place of a void with this hole in your soul, from not living in your purpose to living in your purpose and doing the things that you like and love. Whether that's you creating, you know, different forms of artwork or um, just recreating yourself. Um, because she's dressed in red. That red is the color of passion. Um, you know, red is the color of blood. So, things are alive. You go from this paleness to this vim and vigor for life. Many of you are creative, so you might be practicing your instrument, or whether that's a physical instrument or that's your voice. Um, who knows? You might be doing plays because that kind of looks like a play. You might be traveling. You might be getting closer to nature. Might be taking, walks or hikes and stuff into the mountains, or being closer to water. And these things are um, building you up and re energizing you to push forward, into your future, into this bright new world, and letting the old past die because it's dead. And you've been giving your life energy to to whatever this is to keep it alive. You know, so many of you might be leaving an old relationship, romantic relationship, and coming into a new relationship with someone who is like is like a muse to you. Is encouraging you to go after your dreams. Um, is just encouraging. Period. Like you guys are a match. You encourage one another. Um, the 11, because that's what 29 breaks down to, is 11, and that's the a number of spirituality and awakening. Um, so there's a spiritual connection there as well, a positive spiritual connection, because we have the two, like this is a toxic spiritual connection, and here we have a healthier spiritual connection. So things are definitely about to change. So let's go in and see what um, what we need to surrender. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but here it is at the bottom of the deck, selling out. So you're healing that need to um, give to others before you give into yourself. You've healing that um, need to be there for everybody else or give up what you care about in order to please other people. Ooh, you're surrendering low self-esteem. Aquarius, I apologize because this camera keeps adjusting and I'm not happy with that. I don't know why it's doing it. Okay, so we're surrendering to low self-esteem. We're surrendering low self-esteem, not surrendering to it, but we surrender low self-esteem. You deserve success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. So in the past, maybe you felt like you deserved that old bag of bones, you know. Maybe you felt like you deserved to be treated badly. Okay. Surrender to passion. Get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. That's that red that she has on that card. Um, Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. So, like we were saying with that first card, yeah, you might have been, um, you know, had some dark moments and stuff, but you also had some bright moments. And, that lady in that card, she's a beautiful woman. But maybe you just felt bad about yourself or felt like you had some kind of dark cloud hanging over you. Or some kind of bad omen on you because, like, there was a raven there. Some people feel like it's a bad omen. Others people look at it as a omen of protection. But it's up to you. Ooh, excuse me. Good Lord. But yeah, the bottom of the deck, surrender stubbornness. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stand about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. So it might take a whole lot of nudging for you to let go of some of these behaviors or people or whatever, or just, stubborn ways, maybe feeling like you don't deserve and this, that, and other, but this is what Spirit is asking you to do. Great. We are having so much fun tonight. Surrender, stubbornness. Yeah. Also, I want you to surrender to your intuition. Tune in to your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. Um, yeah, like there, some of these things are situations and people. You knew what they were, and you ignored your intuition. You sold out for because of feeling lowly, feeling like you didn't deserve more, feeling like you didn't deserve better, or whatever. Or, at that time, you were just attached to whatever that entity was, whether that was a person or a job or, friendships, any, family, any of that. They want you to surrender to your intuition. Um, Definitely some of you guys are being pushed and urged to, you know, get more into your spirituality, um, to build your connection or trust more in your connection with spirit and let your gifts come out. It was like that we had the card surrender to your, I'm not sorry, discovering your life purpose. But yeah, discovering your life purpose and along as you go along this route of living in your life purpose, it's going to bring new opportunities to you. And you're going to need to know which way to go. And they want you to use your intuition, to surrender to your intuition, and let that be your guide. All right. So let's get into this tarot and see what's going on for you, Aquarius. All right. Oh, shoot, now. Okay. All right, Aquarius. I see you. We're going to have to take it. We're going to have to take it. Ooh-wee. All right. You know what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you what came out. All right, here we go. Seven of Pentacles. Looking at, seeing if it's something that you should continue investing in. You got the Queen of Cups. She came up upside down. So that's about intuition, your emotions, and like we have that card there, surrender to your intuition. Um, so something, your intuition is telling you something is either worth investing or not investing in anymore. Yeah. Empty promises. You know that something's not worth investing anymore, and you're not listening. Um, and here is the universe ready to close a chapter on, these empty promises and negativity. Um, but because you're not using your intuition, it's not closing. But you're gonna stand in your power as the Queen of Swords, Aquarius, and cut some stuff off. You know, the Queen of Swords, the swords represents words, thoughts, language. But she has her sword. She's ready for a fight if she needs to. But with it, it's down, so she's listening. So you go from this Queen of Cups, not using your intuition, to listening to the messages that surround you, so that you can attain victory. Okay? Um, because you've been dealing with a lot of lies and deception. Whether it's people lying to you, Or are you telling yourself some lies, you know? Um, I really feel like um, somebody that you've been dealing with could have been a fire sign. Really didn't want you to close the door on this cycle that you were in. Um, and they've been doing things, pulling stunts, trying to get your attention, whatever, making a lot of empty promises, but, you know, making a lot of promises, but they turned out to be lies. Um, yeah, because we have the Ace of Pentacles here in reverse. You know, saying they're going to give you this and give you that. But in the end, it's Ten of Swords. You know, it's backstabbing and betrayal. Um, and this put you guys at a crossroads, you know, where you were on two opposing sides and you really wanted or needed a person to make a decision, you know. Um, with the Seven of Cups there, somebody was treating you like an option, and you know, it had you feeling like you really weren't the Empress. And I feel like you have to do a lot of soul searching on whether you're going to deal with temporary happiness, temporary happiness, or you want a sustained joy. And the Empress, you know, she could stand on her own. And it looks like you're making a decision to, Fool card, walk away, go off into the bright new day, you know. Um, in the cycle, somebody is seeing it, also looking at you like they've lost the Empress and they're very sad. They want to come rushing into you. Could be another air sign, but they might be want to rush into you because they're looking at you as the Ten of Pentacles. You know, they're looking at you like a bag of money, honey. They can see there being some stability. But this also might be a new person. Could be a new person. It could be that old person coming back in. You also could be receiving a message about money coming in to you. Here you are as the Star card. You know, the Star card, the Fool card. That's you taking a leap of faith, going after your destiny, because this is what you want is longevity and legacy. Um, and you don't want to miss out on any more opportunities. You know, you don't want to deal with the same old empty cup of emotions, empty promises, and you want out of your head. You're tired of being left out. You're tired of being left out. Ooh, shoot. With the Five of Pentacles there, and you come into this High Priestess energy of saying what you want and being able to get it and knowing what's around you. Yeah, and somebody doesn't like that. But you're putting yourself first. You're balancing yourself out. Letting go of burdens. With the Ten of Wands. And the King of Wands. And going after what you're passionate about. Okay? So at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords. You got clarity on the situation. You know, you're in a position to take executive action. Uh, yeah, you're not sitting back. You're not in a victim mode any longer. No more victim mode. No more sacrificing yourself for others. You are the alchemist. Okay? So, let's get a um also the high priestess is sexy, the empress is sexy. You know what I'm saying? That you coming in as this angel of temperance, you're balanced, also intoxicating. All right. So, I'm getting that, like I said, use your intuition. They want you to pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Um, there's some deception going on. Some deception going on. And retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. It's time to break away from those same old patterns of um, confusion, same old patterns of negativity. You know, so they like get away from the lies. We had the Seven of Swords. So somebody that you were dealing with in the past, multiple people could be, you know, told you a whole lot of stuff and never lived up to it. Um, they are saying that after you do this or whatever, you can look forward to a honeymoon. Peace and bliss is coming into your life. So it says, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. But I feel like because you're breaking this cycle, breaking these cycles of lies and deception, and getting this negativity out of your life is really going to feel like it's like a holiday. You're going to feel like you're on a honeymoon because it's just peaceful, tranquil waters. You know what I'm saying? Not an influx of emotions up and down, up and down. Okay. So, don't want this video to. I'm going to have to do this over. I don't know. We'll see. Let's get you a life purpose card, Aquarius. And then we're going to close this out. Spirit, what message do you have for Aquarius? Okay, creative expression. Your soul longs to express